Now I want to bring in NBC's Andrea Mitchell by phone. Andrea, we just took a look back at her life. It's obviously tough to summarize someone who has done so much in her field and in this country in a short amount of time. What do you think she'll be most remembered for?
I think her legal legacy, as well as her role as the first woman on the court. She was very close to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I recall 2 weeks after Ruth Bader Ginsburg lost her beloved husband, Marty, I was at a dinner for Sandra Day's birthday party. I think it was her 80th in Aspen, Colorado. And Ruth Bader Ginsburg was there with her grandson. And just somewhat surprising to some people, but those who knew her well knew that she was not going to change anything. But what was so remarkable about the event was that she spoke about Sandra Day O'Connor and told what an influence she was, what a mentor she was, how important it was, and how in her first year, when the Chief Justice assigned her first majority opinion, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, was panicked over it and went to Sandra Day O'Connor for advice. And Sandra Day O'Connor told her, and then Ruth Bader Ginsburg did an imitation of her Sandra Day's very distinctive voice, and said, just put one foot in front of the other. Just do it. And it's that encouragement, that sisterhood, that she reached out to someone of a completely different background and ideology, the Westerner versus the New York City, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and different religions, different backgrounds. So they became very close. It was, I think, to her regret, she did her duty herself in stepping down when she felt her husband, for whom she was the caregiver, he came with her to the court and was a daily presence in his advanced stage of the Alzheimer's. And she stepped down before she was ready to, because she thought that Justice Rehnquist would still be there. And then it was to her regret, or a lot of her friends' regrets, that she had, because he then had his health issues and stepped down. She could have stayed. She was doing it for reasons of giving a Republican president a chance to appoint a successor. And then, according to her close friends, she herself had suffered from Alzheimer's. That's another of the great tragedies. She was first in her class at Stanford Law. She couldn't get a job as a woman lawyer, so had to be basically a legal clerk sitting in a secretarial role in the outer office of the California law firm. She and Rehnquist knew each other in law school, and in fact, what we later learned from diaries that were revealed, that he actually had a huge crush on her and even proposed to her. She wrote, movingly about the ranch, the Western, her role as a rancher. I mean, her memoir and her books, her children's books. I was served on a board with her, on the historic board at Colonial Williamsburg. She was just a remarkable person. And then in her retirement, worked on civil education, legal education, historic, education for all students. She was just devoted to America and was such a pioneer. And let me just say also, it was a very big deal. I was assigned as the correspondent for NBC to go to Reagan National Airport by NBC. We followed her every step of the way. She dealt with that. It was really, she was just thrown into it. I can't overstate what it was, how important it was to be the first woman. And remember the way she dressed with the ruffled, her ruffled neck collar outside of her gown. She did everything to show that she was the first woman.